If you've typed pros and cons of living in Brantford, Ontario into Google or YouTube, you are definitely not the only one. This is one of the most searched questions about the city right now, and for good reason. Thousands of people from Toronto, Mississauga, Hamilton, and beyond are looking at Brantford and asking, is this actually a good move, or am I about to make a big mistake? Jordon Franco here, Jordon with the Know, your Brantford realtor. I help people just like you buy and sell real estate here in Brantford, Ontario. And today I'm giving you the honest version, no sugarcoating, no sales pitch, just what it's actually like to live here in 2026. The good and the not so good. So let's get into it. Some quick context before we dive into the list. Brantford has become one of the fastest growing cities in Ontario. It actually ranked number 13 on U-Haul's 2025 Canadian Growth Cities Index. And the population is sitting around 127,000 right now, projected to hit 163,000 by 2041. Why? Mostly one word, affordability. The average detached home in Brantford is sitting around $680,000. In Toronto, that same home is closer to $1.45 million. And that's almost half the price for a detached home with a yard and a garage, not a 600 square foot condo. So yeah, the math is a big part of why people are moving here. But does the lifestyle actually hold up once you're here? Let's break it down. Pros first. All right, pro number one, and this is the big one. The affordability is real. I already gave you the housing numbers, but it goes far beyond just the house price. When you factor in lower car insurance, cheaper groceries outside of the GTA, cheaper gas, and the fact that parking is free pretty much everywhere in the city, for a family of 3 or 4, we're talking about $4,000 to over $5,000 a month in savings compared to living in Toronto. That's $50,000 to $65,000 a year. That's not a small difference. That's life-changing money. Pro number 2, the Grand River Trail System. This one surprises people. Brantford has over 14 kilometers of trails along the Grand River, plus Mohawk Park, which is one of the oldest parks in Ontario. If you like walking, biking, kayaking, this city has way more green space and outdoor space than most people would expect. Pro number 3, it's a true small city feel. No 401 gridlock, no fighting for parking. The average commute within the city is 12 to 18 minutes. If you're coming from the GTA, that alone is a quality of life upgrade. Most people don't fully appreciate it until they experience it. Pro number 4, growing arts, culture, and community. Brantford is actually the hometown of Wayne Gretzky. There's history here. You've got the Sanderson Center for Performing Arts, the Farmers Market, and a really strong multicultural community that's been growing fast, especially in neighborhoods like West Brant. Pro number 5, university energy without university prices. Wilfrid Laurier has a campus right downtown, and so does Conestoga College. That brings a younger population, more restaurants, more energy, but you're not paying university town real estate prices. Pro number 6, you're still close to everything. This is one people underestimate the most. Brantford sits right on Highway 403. Hamilton is about 20 to 30 minutes away. Burlington's about 40 minutes away. Even Toronto, off-peak driving hours, is about 1 hour to 10 minutes by car, 1 hour to 15 minutes by via rail. If you've got a hybrid work setup where you're actually in the office only 2 to 3 days a week, that commute becomes a non-issue for a lot of people. Pro number 7, there's actually neighborhood variety. This one doesn't come up enough. Brantford isn't just one type of community. West Brant is brand new builds and master planned streets. Homedale and Briar Park are mature, tree-lined, and established. Eagle Place is more affordable entry points for first-time home buyers. Downtown core is walkable condos and townhouses. So depending on what stage of life you're in, there's actually a neighborhood here built for that. It's not just a one-size-fits-all city. Okay. Now let's talk about the stuff that doesn't get mentioned enough, because if I only told you the good stuff, I wouldn't be doing my job. Con number 1, downtown is still a work in progress. Brantford's downtown core has come a long way and the city has put real investment into revitalizing it, but there are still areas that are actively being improved. It's not the polished, fully developed downtown you'd find in some other cities yet. I'll be straight with you on this one if you're considering anything close to the core. Con number 2, you need a car. Outside of the downtown core, walkability is limited. Public transit exists, but it's mainly bus routes and nowhere near the level of GTA transit coverage. If you're used to walking to everything or rely on transit, That's a real adjustment. A lot of people are getting electrical scooters. Con number 3, healthcare wait times. Brantford General Hospital is full service and there are walk-in clinics across the city. But like most of Ontario right now, wait times can be longer than what you might be used to in the bigger cities. And finding a family doctor takes some time. This is an Ontario-wide issue, not unique to Brantford, but it's worth knowing. Con number 4, the local job market is narrower. There is a growing manufacturing sector here. Companies like Amazon, Ferrero, Samsung, SDI have a presence. But if you're in a specialized professional field, there's a good chance you'll still be commuting to Hamilton or Toronto. Con number 5, it's still Ontario winters. I'll throw this one in because people ask it. Yes, you still get real snow, real cold, the whole thing. If you were hoping moving outside of the GTA means milder winters, it doesn't work that way. Con number 6, some areas are growing faster than infrastructure can keep up with. This is worth knowing if you're looking at newer developments. Places like Brantford West, North Brantford, they're growing so quickly that you might deal with ongoing construction nearby for a few more years, and some amenities like shopping and schools are still catching up to the population. In fact, there are 2 new schools, high schools, being built right now, one Catholic and one public. It's not a deal breaker, but it's part of buying into a growing area. You're getting in early, which has upsides, but it also means things aren't fully built out yet. So here's my honest take. After working with families who've moved from the GTA, Hamilton, and from overseas, if you're a young family looking for more space and better affordability, Brantford delivers, especially in areas like West Brant and Briar Park. If you're coming from Hamilton and you already know what an established neighborhood feels like, places like Homedale fit that exactly. If you're downsizing or smart sizing from a 1.2 million GTA property and want to stretch that equity further, a bungalow here changes your retirement picture completely. And if you're newer to Canada and you're trying to find a place where homeownership is actually achievable, there are entry points here starting at the mid $400,000. The trade-offs are real, but for most people that I talk to, they're manageable, especially with the hybrid work shift we've all been through. None of that has stopped the migration we're seeing from the GTA, and honestly, most people tell me the trade-off is worth it within the first few months of living here. This isn't about convincing you Brantford is perfect. No city is. It's about giving you the full picture, the real numbers, the real lifestyle, the real trade-offs, so you can make the right call for your situation, not someone else's. If you're seriously considering a move from Brantford, whether you're coming from the GTA, Hamilton, or anywhere else, I put together a full 2026 relocation guide. It covers neighborhood breakdowns, school info, the real commute numbers, moving in checklist, and more. It's completely free, and the link is right at the top of the description below. Whether you're buying your first home here or selling one to make this move, I help people just like you through this exact process every day. So don't hesitate to reach out. My contact info is right below on the screen. And if this video was helpful, hit subscribe. I'm doing these market updates and neighborhood breakdowns regularly. So if you're even thinking about a move to Brantford, you're going to want to see what's coming next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.